There are three particular types of bullying that we're going to talk about today. There's a lot of bullying, but there's three that I feel that are very important to talk about at the elementary level. I've got my... That's physical bullying. How do you think that made her feel? Sad? What else? Mad. Of course it made her mad. What else? Angry? How about hurt? Do you realize that someday you're going to have to buy a tent so you can fit in it? Freeze. Freeze. What kind of bullying was that? I love you guys for knowing these words. That type of bullying was verbal. Bullying is. And it's a thing called peer pressure. You guys ever heard that word?
Yeah. Sophie, I heard you're friends with Ken. Is that true? Yeah. Why? Well, she's nice. If you stay friends with her, I won't be friends with you.
Rewind.
If you stay friends with her, you can't be friends with me.
Did you guys hear that?
Yeah!
I'll say it again. If you stay friends with her, you can't be friends with me. Is that nice? No. Not at all. Let's see what Sophie does here. And action. And cut. If you guys don't stop the bullying now, what happens when you guys get older, that type of bullying turns into worse things. Eyes and ears. Your words also can cut like a knife, but the problem is with your words, sometimes you can't take them back. Bryn and I are really good friends. If Bryn wore this to school one day and I looked at her and said, "Honey child, you should not be wearing that outfit, you don't look good." And I walked away from her, but I'm really good friends with her. I'm friends with her, but you realize what I just did to my friend? I bullied my friend. See, what happens is sometimes you guys say something and you might be joking around. If two people aren't laughing, it's not a joke. I want to know what it is that I'm getting ready to deal with. I want to know how many of you guys have experienced bullies, or how many of you have seen bullies, or how many of you have been a bully. 25% of the kids that get bullied tell. The other 75% of kids that get bullied, they don't say anything. And do you know why? Because they're afraid. Okay? I want you guys, if you guys leave here with nothing else than this, if you're being bullied, it's not your fault. I want to get to my locker and get to the bus without having bad things shouted at me. And I would like just once to ride on the bus without things being thrown at me, without food and garbage being pelted at me. And I would like to be once not lit on fire. This little boy or girl is really scared. And all he wants to know is, why? Why me? Did you know that just in the United States on a daily basis, 160,000 kids a day, listen, a day, do not go to school because they are being bullied in school? Do you know how many kids that is? 160,000 kids that don't go to school because they're being bullied. But what happens is, we don't forget. And what happens later on in life when someone that's being bullied, that can really have a really bad effect on the rest of their life. A really negative effect. Because then that person might be afraid to do things. They might be afraid to go outside and talk to people because they're afraid that that person might pick on them or they might bully them. So I have 3 types of bullying that I talked about. Physical, going up to somebody, hitting them. Verbal, looking at her and going, you're ugly. Peer pressure by saying you can't be friends with that person if you want to be friends with me. Those are just 3 examples of bullying. You are not alone.
You are not alone. Stop.
It's not your fault.
It's not your fault.
We can do something.
We can do something.
To me, that is what your teachers do on a daily basis. That is what your parents do on a daily basis. And that's what you guys are supposed to do on a daily basis, and that's give. We say nice things. We give people compliments. We don't give people insults. We give people hugs, high fives. We don't give them hits and kicks. Right? Hits and kicks are not good. And I will guarantee on Monday it will stop. Guaranteed. Because bullying can't happen. Bullying in school is not cool.
Bullying